to be coming your way.
Yeah, of course. If you go to the Dutch Starcraft League.nl, and if you're not Netherlands, then, or if you're not Dutch, then just you can select the English version of the site. And you can find out all about how you can help the DSCL if you click the big fat help us button at the top right. And you can also reserve tickets. And you can also donate or send money directly to a bank account if you want to help out. Honestly, one of the best ways you can help out right now is reserving VIP tickets or just reserving seats for the event. They're not that expensive actually, and when you order more, you get a slight discount, as far as I know.
Yeah, so like,
but that might not be accurate, so don't quote me on that.
Doesn't really matter. Get 5 seats. Make sure that you can lie down and enjoy the action. Just why the hell not? Or like, I mean, Dutch women are really beautiful. I've heard. I've never been there, so I can't speak for the truth of it. So reserve like 5
that
seats.
one day.
Yeah, like reserve 5 seats, and then you just wait for some beautiful Thai women, because I guarantee there will be beautiful Thai women at this event.
Thai.
And like, yeah, and just offer them a seat. You'll be the gentleman, and they'll love you for it.
Well, there will be at least one.
Yeah, so you'll have to fight for it, but it's all right. Back to the game, though. We have a Nexus first coming down before the hatchery of the Zerg, even without any harassment going on, and we have an in-base forge as well. So just being very, very, very careful this Hovind, at the same time as, of course, being insanely greedy, because this is the greediest opener that you can possibly go for, which is the 17 Nexus.
Yeah,
not 7 Nexus.
But it's very safe because you get the forge in base. Well, safe. Safe like safe. I mean, if this were a 12 forge or something like that, then it's really safe. But this was not. This was like a forge being built after the Nexus went down, right? So, and he only scouted after he built the forge.
Yeah, as safe as can incredibly be possible. I'll try to.
Would it be better with a 12 forge and then go scout? Just to be, you know, sure.
Yeah, that would be a lot safer.
Yeah, if it's an early pool, you can still react to it without losing anything. Okay, so the third hatch goes down, and Hovind knows everything there is to know about the Zerg at this point in time in the game. No gas is being taken, of course. We have the gateway, the...
Did he get into the main, though? I don't think he got into the main.
No, he didn't, but when there's a third base...
It could be a mind tricky third base, though. Like, he could go down there, plant it down, but already have gases on the way, and then cancel it.
That is true.
But
and just use the third base as a macro hedge, sort of like a production building for larva instead of just mining.
Yeah, or just cancel it and like use the extra minerals to get roaches. That is a possibility, but that is also taking it to the extremes.
Well, it's also very uncommon to see this, so.
Yeah, exactly. So just taking it to the extremes.
Well, wait a minute.
Could happen.
Is this wall okay-ish looking for you? I think there's one more space between the pylon and the cybernetics core than there should be.
Yeah, I think there is.
You need 2 zealots to block this, or stalker.
Yeah, I think some link. Or you have to place this out.
Oh, just right. Yeah, I know. And look, he realizes that, so he places down another pylon.
And that's good for Hovind. You really don't want to have too big of a gap and then 50 links run in. You'd be like, oh, you know, no.
That would not have been good. So we do have a Stargate on the way, unscouted so far, and it's in the corner of the base, so it will take some time before it is scouted actually from both sides by this overlord. And well, we do have double gas before even the 7-minute mark, so Storm should be a little bit suspicious of what is going on there. First, Void Ray is the first unit of choice to come out of the Stargate. Do we have any Stalkers out? No, we don't, so nothing to deny the scouting. I just wonder why Storm is just not scouting yet.
I think this could be a response to a fleet beacon. This is
alright.
But
so
anyway,
a 3-base fast mothership. Okay.
2 base.
No, it's gonna be 3 base, trust me.
Okay, yeah, if you say so.
I really think it's gonna be 3 base. Otherwise, this would be really like a really wonky, just for funsies build. But
Yeah, he's up. Like he's up 1-0 in the finals. He's already qualified, so why not be an entertainer as well?
well, the thing is that I have seen MC do this, and oh, he sees the fleet beacon. Will he click on it? He doesn't need to. He just now finishes. The thing is that you get the mothership, you use it defensively to cloak your bases, or possibly to throw down a vortex. If to manage the army a little bit better, you get a 3rd base. But on Daybreak, I don't know if it's really all that much viable. Told you.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's all that much viable because it's way better on maps like Entombed Valley or even Cloud Kingdom, where the 3 bases are positioned in a little bit more of a triangle. But here they're positioned in a line. Yeah, Hydra then is a very good response to a strategy like this.
Yeah, I used to actually do something similarly to this build about a year ago. When like I did this and then I got Archons. Someone's lagging. But yeah, I used to get Archons with this and then go for a very, very, very early just Archon toilet. I don't think that's what he's going to be doing since he went for the robotics facility afterwards, so I'm guessing that he will be wanting to get Colossus out.
No, it's just he's just continuing to play a standard macro game right now. Storm is just producing tons and tons and tons of units after having 70 droned up to 70. He's going to try to deny this 3rd base. Now, of course, you know, he has to hit his timing just right, because there's enough Stargate units right now out on the field for Hovind, so he does not need to produce any more Stargate units, and he can focus all his money on gateway units. And look at this mothership cloaking everything. There are no overseers. I'm a little bit surprised that there are no overseers with this, actually. But then again, you just want to pressure. Would you really commit yourself to like making 2, 3, 4 overseers and spreading them out like this? Because as a Zerg on this map, you need to attack with multiple armies. You need to attack here at the 3rd, here at the 2nd. So you would have to have 2 overseers, at least.
Yeah, I mean, Mothership is getting close to that vortex as well, which is going to be absolutely crucial. There we see the first overseer just morphing in as well, which he absolutely needs to have, because otherwise his army is going to die before the Mothership does. The vortex is just 10 energy away from being completed, though. There's not really anything to like fully utilize the vortex as in like Archons or Colossi that could be stationed around the army. Colossus production should kick in just any second now, as soon as Hovind can afford it. But I wonder, that's a lot of Hydras, and Hydras do extremely well against you know, the basic units of the Protoss, the gateway ones.
Yep, not enough warpings available. Seems like nice vortex, but now he has to be careful not to lose that mothership. The best thing that Storm could do here is, yeah, get all the units into the vortex, because we don't have any Archons, so this is not an Archon toilet, and that's been all the energy that was there. But if he manages to kill off these Overseers, his army is going to become invincible. And the Overseers are approaching. He's not target firing them down.
One is about to go, and both of them have now gone down. So the army underneath Mothership is invincible, and Storm has to move on back. The first Colossus is on its way out. He needs to cloak the army again to make sure that the Hydras don't really kill it off. Nice forward blinking, but the blinking will also make sure that they don't get cloaked anymore. Nice defense there by Hovind. He should be feeling fairly comfortable right now. His Mothership was retained. He kept a couple of sentries at 2, and he didn't take any economical damage. He needs to be careful with where he places that Colossus, though. It will die extremely fast if the Zerg goes underneath it, and a 4th base is queued up for Hovind as well.
You know what we're missing from the Zerg? That's usually already up by this time? We don't have an infestation pit.
Yeah, I was just going to say infestors. They usually want to be there. He needs to cancel this next.
Oh, that will be the fastest cancel ever.
Yeah, that was a bit...
Oh, another Overseer might get picked off. Oh, okay. Maybe not.
Yeah, we have 8 gateways on their way up, which will bring us to a total of, where can I see that? 6 plus 8 is 14 gateways.
14
That's a lot.
gates. Ooh. Okay, the Zerg is attacking the third position here. The Colossi are way too exposed, way too far forward. Do we have energy for another Vortex? Yes, we do. And it does go down, and immediately Storm just sends everything inside. A lot of warpins would be nice right now, but I don't see anything being warped in. There we go, finally the Zealots being warped in, but a little too late. Force fields going down, not the best thing you want to happen to your Zealots, because that hinders them more than helps them. And
yeah, but it keeps the Colossus back in away from being attacked by everything else. The Colossus is currently being targeted down by the Corruptors, but not all of them, which means the Colossus has managed to stay alive for long enough to kill off the Zerg army yet again. And I mean, Hovind has held off once more, and he is starting to look fairly secure in his position right now. Only Roach is coming on in, but he should be able to have a lot of warpins with the gateways that he's gotten. 8 High Templars will make 4 Archons, and 4 Archons is going to be hell to deal with.
Well, it is, but at the same time, we have more Hydras in the way, and we have 30 Roaches out on the field. Now, Storm is suffering from something which I call the rally syndrome, where he's not fighting with the entirety of his army, but just sending it piece by piece to be slaughtered into, like, when you're putting a meat into a meat grinder. And instead of clogging the meat grinder with way more meat at once, he's just sending it in a line, you know? So finally realizing his mistake, pulls back, knows that he needs to engage at once. And you know, this whole strategy hinges on the fact that you're able to keep the detection away, and honestly, with infestors, detection would have been a non-issue. Just fungal the damn stuff, right? But we have 0 infestors out on the field. We don't even have an infestation pit, and the Zerg is stuck on lair tech, which means that will limit his upgrades.
Oh,
and
we have another force field, and this time we've got Archons on the map as well. Picks up one of them. He needs to drop them into the force field. He needs to do so very, very soon. The force field is about to run out. We've got more Archons on the map. They will.
Why would you put a Colossus inside? That dies also quickly, but the Archons are doing a lot of damage here. Look how fast this army is evaporating, and the Protoss army also is at +3 attack compared to the +2/+1 of the Zerg. And staying on lair tech, he's not gonna have more than 2/2 anytime soon.
No, and Protoss is now up in supply for the first time in this game, and as you said, he's staying on lair tech because Storm, after a brief pause, of course, with I don't know for what issue, but I mean,
I have no idea. But we do have admins in the game. They should solve this.
Yeah, but yeah, exactly. Like anything can happen. But I mean, Storm is currently stuck on lair tech as well. He hasn't managed to get an infestation pit down, which is absolutely not ideal. And he's also stuck on Hydras, which is not really the best thing to have out on the map when you have to fight up against Colossus and Archons. They will melt so fast, especially during those Archon toilets. So, I mean, he's also fighting 4 base versus 4 base. Well, he did
have the 4th base up for quite some time, but wasn't really saturated all that much, only just now being saturated to its full capacity. And also 78 drones versus 75. Well, it's a good amount of drones, but as a Zerg you really want to have a little bit more, just because you want to have those spine crawlers in the late game. And guess what? There's not a single spine crawler out on the map. Creep spread from the 2nd to the 5th is lacking a little bit. Basically, the only creep line that has been extended is this one, between the 4th and the 3rd. And that's of only 1 creep tumor, so...
Yeah, I mean, the absolutely biggest problem right now for the Zerg is that he's stuck on a mid-game army. A very strong mid-game army, but he is fighting up against the
late-game army.
Yeah, like the Protoss ideal late-game composition at that. The only thing that could be better for the Protoss right now is if he had charged on those zealots.
Yeah, and look at this, Hovind so confident, he engages into a pre-made concave, he just does not care, he gets rid of all of these corruptors, and Storm is just like, raw for 6 strat, mate.
Yeah. Damn you, Frank Haspel! You're slowing down the game.
Yeah. And he will have to GG out of the game. And yeah, we do have a heavy air transition. Oh my god. And now it's only just a banter because Storm knows that he has lost, so
yeah. I mean, Storm is being Idra right now when it comes to like, I hate Hydras! But then he builds Hydras.
And he builds Hydras, exactly.
Yeah.
But right now, Indra in Heart of the Swarm, he's been doing Hydras quite a lot together with Vipers, because he's getting Hydras for the high DPS and Vipers to pull Colossi in.
Yeah, Hydras are really good in Heart
or
of the Swarm.
Void Rays.
Yeah, like Hydras are good in Heart of the Storm because you've got some type of transition.
Yeah.
And you have something to like.
You have good support units for them, let's say it like that.
Yeah, exactly. You have support and you have that. Let's see another Vortex, come on. I want to see another Archon toilet. But there are
no Archons here, mate. But he kills the Overseer, oh my god, I don't believe it. There's another one if he manages to target
drones
that one.
in the toilet! There are drones being flushed down the toilet. And Overlords.
There's a lot of Hydras, oh yeah, they will die.
Yeah, the Colossus, that is, you know,
oh, will they?
Well, he's got an Overseer.
Will he lose
the
his
drones
mothership?
will kill it!
Are you kidding me? He will lose that mothership?
Yeah, I don't really think that he cares. He's producing 4 at the time.
Yeah, he's got a lot of carriers. Look at that. They're marching across the map as they're producing interceptors. And he doesn't care. Even his zealots were on hold position for a long time, and still no charge on them, by the way. But as soon as those carriers arrive,
they've got +1 attack as well.
Yeah. He's not focusing on that anymore, anyways.
No,
because this is over. But it's been a fun game. Really nice strategy.
Absolutely, and I mean, Storm did put up a valiant fight. Sadly, could not break the Protoss in the earlier stages of the game, and then, of course, Protoss on 3 bases eventually becomes unmanageable for the Zerg unless he does something to, you know, disrupt him. Getting stuck on Hydras isn't really the ideal path either.
And there's a GG well played from Storm.